Hello and welcome back. Here we faint by the cozy fire of the milestone, cause we just like fainting as usual. Welcome back, friends. If I could jump even higher. I mean, I'm a really high jumper, but this rock is no match for me. Or rather, I'm no match for this rock. Oh boy, where the silliness will lead us, nobody knows. But how about we start by placing some false words, and for what that means, you have to refer to the previous episode. But essentially, we're tricking some so-called primitive people around here. A stone marker built by the Gauradine to mark their territory. Now we're switching so that it's scarier for them. Affects their spirit, or the fate of their spirit should they cross that marker or the border. So it's kind of an interesting concept. Okay, so let's see. I think that's the only quest we have around here in this area. I mean, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sorry, bear. I have to deal with you as well. Okay. I don't even see a second one. Bunch of blackberries. Hey, we haven't munched blackberries in a while. Why not? There we go. Here's the second marker. We need 3 more apparently. Oh, look at that waterfall. Pretty cool, huh? It's amazing how it goes around like this. Dun, 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 dun. Well, Gauradon unfortunately are on the menu because they count for a deed. So, you know, as long as something counts for a deed, it's not safe from our sword. Okay, where else? Where else? This way? Okay. Stop there with your spear. Stop, little wolf. Here. Not good. Not good for the wild population. Though this is not a wild population of wolves. Those wolves are in service of the Gauradine, so. And they breed them like crazy again. Please refer to our previous episode. Okay. Did I miss something? Oh yeah. They're down there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem on this moonlit night. Okay. Now I still need to find 2 more. Yes, vicious Shadowfang, you are vicious. Okay. The next one is not too far away, I can see it in the distance. But I wonder what then? This obviously we had to head the opposite way. I just have a feeling that there'll be more quests heading this way. For one thing, we haven't gone to the top of this place. Here. And there's the last one. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to find the pool at the top of the Evan Rails. Tears of Purity, but where is that? Yeah, that's the opposite direction. Okay. In the opposite direction, that's fine. Okay, so that should be good. But I wonder if we go back and talk to Erkio if they'll give us another quest from this area before we head north or northeast. So I'll meet you back at the camp, at the Eve Spires, before we head back somewhere else. Hello there, Erkio.
How can I be of service?
Ah, well done, my friend. That should greatly reduce the threat of the Gauradine for the time being. And the time being, I mean the next 30 minutes. That line of wards will neither prevent their crossing indefinitely, nor will it stop some of their most insistent or brave hunters from intruding. But I will deal with those as I must. And how do you need to deal with those? Hmm, dare I ask? What it will do is prevent open war from erupting between their tribe and those of us here in the Eve Spires, and that is enough for now. You have my deepest gratitude, and though I have no more tasks for you, you may wish to speak with Lituifin or Longbow and see if either of them requires your aid. Okay, looks like, yes, of course they require my aid, but only Longbow has further quests for us. Okay.
Let's not be hasty.
Hum. The men dressed in wolfskins are of no concern anymore, so says the silky-haired ones. I believe them. Whom? I don't believe them as much, but you've known them for many more years than I have, so. The trees of the mountain there top no longer call to me. They have returned to slumber. The trees to the south, though, home, scream out in agony. They call for help. Big men, giant men, nearly as tall as Longbow, whom rip the trees from the ground. I can feel their agony. Befuddled titans, not good, not good news.
Stand now and rest a while.
Men in green, elf folk, men dressed as wolves, giant men. There are nearly as many types of men as there are trees. Perhaps. Oh, now because we opened another meta quest, we have a bunch more available. Okay, good. Let's start with you, Lituifin.
Greetings, friend. Will
I
you
must
lend me
bet.
your ear?
Yes, I'm always lending my ear, mostly my right one. I must beg your pardon, for we have forgotten to mention how we keep the giants convinced that this forest is haunted. It is easier than you might assume. I need you to collect some berries from the bushes that grow in this part of the forest. They're quite sweet, but I suggest that you not sample them, lest you find yourself led far astray by their effects. Well, I just picked a bunch of blackberries. Those are just fine. The taste may be flavorful, but they are more intoxicating than the stoutest of dwarf ales. Is that so? Bring me several handfuls, and I will prepare a fine treat for the giants. They can be found south of the East Spires and east of Amon Moth. Okay. Fruits of the forest.
Greetings to you.
You were unable to find the berries? I haven't even started, dude. They grew quite plentifully in the forest just a short distance south of here. Okay, don't you worry. I have heard rumors now of dark powers astir in distant lands once again, and of threat of armies gathering is an ancient beat with which I am well acquainted. An ancient beat with which you are well acquainted, yes. Unfortunately, wars are one of those things.
Mind my words, traveler.
There is a band of hill giants who have taken up residence at the western edge of the forest. Nasty brutes they are, and taken to smashing trees and tromping the undergrowth in such a fashion that it makes Longbow's nuts itch just to consider it. Huh, funny. Now, I myself prefer battles of trickery to those of the blade when dealing with fellows thrice my height and one-tenth my wit, and so I suggest this plan to you. For some years now I have instilled a fear of wood spirits and sprites in the giants. Nay, there are none such, at least not hereabouts, but the giants do not know that. Flickering lights in the distant woods, the unexplained disappearance of important things, strange and unearthly sounds, all the sort of things you might use to scare children and keep them from wandering into a dangerous wood. The giants are little wiser than children themselves, and much the same ploy keeps them out of the forest, usually. The giants have been growing bolder again of late. Perhaps you could. raise the spirits once more? I happen to know that one of the giants that guards the outskirts of their encampment has a cherished lucky stone he keeps near his person. A rock of no true value, I would wager. See if you can snatch it away when his attention is elsewhere. There is a small rock cairn I left nearby to help provide a means of distraction. You left the cairn there? Great, funny. Just waiting for somebody to go and do your bidding. Be sure to move quickly and stay unnoticed, or you will likely be stepped on. Knocking heads.
What can I do for you?
No luck yet? No comment. As I recall, the giant in question stands guard near the northern outskirts of Amon Moth. There should be a small cairn of stones nearby to mark the place. Do be careful. The giants are not terribly bright, but they are quite strong. Okay, let me show some stuff
How can I be of
real
service?
quick here. And repair. Good. And let's head to the last person around here, which is this other elf. The boat elf. Remenilf.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I fear things have gone awry and taken a rather dangerous turn. It seems that a stone giant of some actual cunning and intelligence has arisen to leadership among the giants of Amon-Moth. Oh, so he's not a child, and I cannot ignore such an ominous portent. Giants are very powerful creatures and dangerous at the best of times, but they are fractious and chaotic, and it is quite rare for a strong leader to arise among them. The consequences of such are usually disastrous, for few forces can stand against an organized warband of giants. Even Erkio and Longbow would likely find themselves overmatched should it come to that. I don't think so, because she said they're 1/10 her width, so I don't think so. In this instance, I'm afraid this newly arisen leader must not be allowed to strengthen his control over the giants, or they might easily overwhelm these forests. Alas, it is not within my power to defeat him, and Erkio and Ditiufin must stand guard over the eave spires. Might you defeat him for me? Sure. Fool's crown.
How can I be of service?
It is time for this giant's chieftain to fall. Huh. At last somebody doesn't ask me 10 seconds after they've given me a quest. Have you done this already? No, you failed? Why? Okay, so let's see what's on the menu. We have berries on the menu, that's what. So we have a very vague request of collecting colorful berries. I'm sure in these vast lands there is more than one type of colorful berry. So that's a little ambiguous. Obviously not blackberries, because those are not intoxicating, or at least not in the toxic kind of way. But let's see. The bear still follows us? Well, too bad for the bear. Oh, good. Now, yeah, we're in the area where we can collect the berries in question. Colorful berries. Ah, yes. I guess there are a lot of colorful flowers, but in terms of berries, it's just those. This strange fruit seems to grow only in the western forests of Emin Uyao. I guess it's unique, it's endemic to this area, so that helps with identifying it. Good, good. Well, I need to find how many total? 6, okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Now that we know what to look for, and those look pretty and neat. Good. In the process, we defeat more Garadyne, and that's fine. Because Garadyne and fine rhyme, so it must be fine, right? Okay. So, 3 more. Why would luminous fireflies attack us? I wonder. Okay. Beautiful here. Very nice. Another one of those. Gravadon. I keep consulting with the map because I'm not familiar with the area, and it helps to take a look at where those bushes, the colorful berries, might grow. Good. And one more, guys. Thank you for your patience. They're just here, so that's good. Well, we have to defeat this bear, I'm sure, but that is not a problem. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, let's see what makes sense. Yes, we have to climb up this way to defeat the stone giant chieftain and do more mischief over there. Distract the giant and steal their worthless rock, you know. Things you do on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Fridays. Wait, did the giants build this giant wall there? Made out of rock? I wonder. Or if it's might be remnants of something ancient, but it looks like only giants can lift those giant rocks. Yeah, those are huge, guys. So they have intelligence enough to do that. I guess children can build forts and walls, right? And presumably those have the intelligence of children, so maybe that's how it is. Okay, you did Giant Slayer. Let's see. Any lore? A tribe of stone giants. Okay, excuse me. A tribe of stone giants appears to have taken up residence in the western hills above Evendim. While not so great in stature as their legendary cousins in the Misty Mountains, they are nevertheless powerful opponents when aroused, and more than a match for any lone soldier. Okay, I would tend to agree with that because I'm not just any lone soldier and I can deal with them fine, but yes, they are strong, stronger than the bears, which says something. Okay. So now then, we'll approach their place from here, I guess. Stone Giant Warrior. And this is Amon Moth, so I assume there'll be some lore associated with Amon Moth as well. Not this one. Strangely, there's nothing about Amon Mod, right? As far as I can see. Markers, deeds, yeah, unfortunately nothing. Well, it is what it is. I think it's an interesting place. Obviously, Amon Mod is an old name, and I doubt it refers to those stone structures built by the giants, but maybe it does. Who knows? Maybe those giants have been living here for quite a while. Okay, so we should head that way, kind of up, slowly and surely. Easy for me to handle a single giant. I don't know if there are like multiple of them. It'd be a little more challenging, but still nothing I couldn't handle. Looks like the bears like them. I'm sorry, bear. Trying to stomp me. Yeah, you pushed me away. I enjoy being in the air, but I don't see how that will help you. Because it didn't. Okay, so I think heading that way. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Stone Giant Warrior. You? Okay, come to me. Yes, I'm dazed. I'm dazed. But I'm not confused. There. And where is their chieftain? Still further this way, huh? Well, okay, got it. You want to fight me too? You're a stone giant lobber. That's a little different than a stone giant warrior. Okay, okay. Fine, fine. You're not as strong as you think you are. Or rather, I'm extra strong. For a small human. None of those are the chieftain. None of those are the chieftain. Is the chieftain of the stone giants, so I wonder. Alright, alright. Take your turns, take your turns. Yes, you can stomp me all you want. I'm just tougher than you. I seem to be in your eyes. Okay. Well. Okay. I think I'm missing something, guys. Where is their chieftain? Steal a lucky stone from the giants of Amon. Oh, it's the giant lucky stone. Okay. Well, instead of distracting you, I'll just defeat you, right? That's how I'll do it. This whole time I thought this was the place where the chieftain was, but no, this is the place where the giant lucky stone is. Perhaps a lucky stone, a piece of crude jewelry? Not the jewelry as far as I can tell. Its owner doubtless places more value on it than its shoddy workmanship would suggest. Perhaps you stole a lucky stone. We stole it? Okay. Now, we're done with that as well. And with that, okay. Wait, did we defeat the giant, the chieftain? I didn't see how that happened, guys. Let me know. That's funny. I never realized I did that, but apparently we defeated the chieftain somehow. Alright, I shall meet you back at the Eve Spires. Alright.
Megavonen,
You have returned, and with a giant's keepsake no less. Well done indeed. Now that you have proven yourself up to the task, I have a somewhat more complicated duty for you. Now that I can see you're more than 1/10 less witty than me. Okay, where is your quest, lady? You didn't give me anything. What about you, man? Not all hope is lost yet. Sure.
Greetings to you.
These seem fresh and vibrant and should do quite nicely. Allow me a few minutes to prepare a batch. Giants have a constitution to match their great size, and this is one of the few draughts that can have any real effect on them. Just wait, and you shall see what I mean. Okay. I'll wait. Okay, and lastly, let's talk to the boat elf, as we call him, Remenilf.
What can I do for you?
That was well done. Please forgive me for asking such of you. Erkio and Lituifin have striven for many years to avoid the conflict and strife of the world at large. But in these years, it presses ever closer, and I fear that they may find themselves called away to fight in yet another war. Too bad. Erkio has already fought her share at Basselbor. I have seen it in her face as she dreams of ages past intrude upon her slumber and crease her beautiful brow with worry and care. I have seen the ancient fire alight in her eyes when it seems that danger may be upon us yet again. I would have her see no more of those dreams, if it lies within my power, and I thank you greatly for your aid. May the world show you kindness in your travels. Thank you. Those were some interesting and wise words, and that's a good place to end this episode. Take care, friends. Enjoy life, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.